Hi, this is Josh with Bedbug Supply, here to do a quick overview of how to use a bedbug powder. We've seen and heard a lot of misinformation about how bedbug powders like Diatomaceous Earth work, and how you should apply it. So we're going to take a few minutes to set the record straight. First off, let's cover where you should and should not be applying the powder. A lot of tutorials and discussions online suggest that you should scatter Diatomaceous Earth all over your bedroom, or pack piles of the stuff around your bed legs. Don't do this. You're just making a mess that's going to be an enormous pain to clean up later. The idea to scatter powder all over the place comes from the false notion that Diatomaceous Earth will kill bedbugs really quickly, or will stop them from reaching you and feeding on you. Unfortunately, Diatomaceous Earth actually takes about a day or two to kill bedbugs once they come in contact with it. The powder is also less effective in open areas than it is when packed into tight cracks and crevices that bedbugs are slipping in and out of. A really important step before you use any type of insecticide, including powders, is to read over the product label and MSDS. These documents are included with any insecticide that's registered with the EPA, and they include some very important safety guidelines and instructions on using the powder. People talk about powders like Diatomaceous Earth as something that's harmless to humans, but that simply isn't true. There is still a risk of harmful skin and lung exposure if you don't apply it properly, so do yourself a favor and take a few minutes to study the label before you use the powder. So in this example, I want to apply some powder along the edge of the floor where it meets the wall. This crevice is an easy hiding place for bedbugs, and it's a spot that powder is well suited for since it can settle deep down into that tight space in a way that sprays can't. Some powder products, like the 7-ounce bottle of JT and Diatomaceous Earth powder, have an applicator built in. All you have to do is cut off the plastic cover from the tip of the applicator so that this little opening is exposed. Then just turn the bottle over and get the tip of that nozzle close to where you want to apply the powder, and give the bottle a very gentle squeeze. We don't want to overdo this, as a lot of powder comes out with each puff. We can repeat this in short, spaced out intervals so that we end up with a fairly even application. While you could do your powder treatment with that built-in nozzle, our preferred method is with a professional powder applicator. This simple and affordable device gives us a couple of advantages over puffing powder straight out of the bottle. It has a really long straw that allows us to get deep into cracks, crevices, and wall voids, and it emits smaller, more even amounts of powder with each puff. To use the applicator, we simply pop off this rubber cap, fill the bell about halfway with powder, and put the cap back on to seal the bell. Flip the applicator over so that the bell is underneath the straw, take off the cover on the tip of the straw, and give the bell a gentle pump to start applying powder. Now that we've treated this baseboard, we can move on to other cracks and crevices in the room, such as floorboards, door frames, and underneath appliances. We can also unscrew the faceplates of electrical outlets and light switches and puff some powder into the wall. Make sure not to put any powder into the electrical outlet itself. So that covers the basics on how to use an insecticide powder in a bedbug treatment. Remember that this overview does not replace the need to study the product label and MSDS that comes with your powder. If you have any other questions, head over to bedbugsupply.com and open up a live chat, or call us toll-free at 866-238-9868. Again, this is Josh with bedbugsupply.com.